A sheriff in Georgia is making his opinion known. He wrote a letter sharing his strong opinions about the border wall. 11 Alive's Elwin Lopez has more on the sheriff and how this fight over immigration policy is slowing down some Georgia courts.
The White House demanding a border wall, saying it will protect the U.S.
We have terrorists coming through the southern border because they find that's probably the easiest place to come through.
Between October 2017 and March 2018, agents at the southern border encountered 6 immigrants listed in the terrorist screening base. That's according to figures provided to Congress last spring. Cobb County Sheriff Neil Warren wrote a letter in response to another sheriff in Massachusetts. In his letter, the Cobb County Sheriff blamed some members of Congress for, quote, continuing loss of innocent American lives and, quote, escalating number of overdoses and drug-related deaths. Adding that, quote, for more than 20 years, we have been asking Congress to provide funding to stop the flow of illegal immigration and the carnage, trauma, and suffering it brings to our neighborhoods. But according to the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration, the majority of drugs smuggled into the U.S. doesn't come through the stretches of the southern border without barriers. And immigration attorneys say a wall isn't the solution for unlawful immigration either, since the majority of undocumented immigrants in the U.S. initially came here legally.
More than 50% of the people that are here in the United States that are out of immigration status arrived with immigration status at our airports.
Because of the shutdown, immigration courts are limited to detained cases, and even that isn't happening.
Now, they're supposed to be hearing detained cases, but the problem is there's no staff.
There's a backlog of 800,000 cases nationwide, now snowballing.
It's becoming a nightmare, and I think the longer this goes on, it's just going to get worse and worse.
Still, the president insists a wall is the answer. And we asked all of Georgia's U.S. representatives and senators about the president's address and his stance on the border wall. We only received one response so far. Republican Senator David Perdue says, in part, an open border goes against the very ideas of why our country was founded. It totally undercuts American sovereignty. The American people know that, and they are fed up with the status quo. Now, as we get more responses, we will post them on 11alive.com. In the newsroom, I'm Elwin Lopez.